it's an abstract, it's a rapstract, it's the summary of my PhD thesis that I recently defended at the Swedish University of Agricultural Sciences. After fieldwork in Botswana, I know now that for the local farmer, it's all about the cow. Far from the delta with tourists on safari, it's all about beef in the Kalahari. In this context, I set out to understand a thing or two about how property relations to cattle define what it means that a cow is yours or is mine. What about access, rights and claims? Who are these owners and what are their names? They're in fact women, yes it's true, and they've told me their control is something new. Ethnicity, gender, race and class might define your access to cattle and grass. Cattle has been seen as a male affair, but what happens if we scratch the surface there? Gender relations are a constant battle for the different women who are farming cattle, but they do engage in various ways because or in spite of expectations they face. I learned that EU regulations change the game and cattle production will never be the same. It brought fences, vaccinations, individual brands and more work for the wallet, the brains and the hands. Efforts to increase the focus on sales usually lead to domination by males, but with simultaneous info on women's rights, women keep cattle prepared for these fights. Controlling the cattle, incomes and sales means food and education when all other fails. But it's also a challenge to raise a herd. Access to markets is sometimes absurd. Associations of women to cattle take the forms of 3 expectations or maybe even norms. Working cattle directly or with related chores, or instead deal with crops or chicken, of course. The expectations depend on the intersections above. They approach in different ways the cattle that they love. What is clear across diverse intersections is that women benefit through cattle connections.